The following program is a production of Ho'ike Kauai Community Media.
Hello everyone, it's Olivia here. We are back. The County Council meeting has occurred for the first time in November, and the weekly update is back for the first time in 2 weeks. So I'm thrilled to tell you that council members Felicia Cowden and Bernard Carvalho joined me to keep you updated on the variety of topics that were brought up in this council meeting. We talked about fire codes and certain zoning things, and so they're still much better at explaining it than me, so I'll turn it over to them.
Hi, good morning. I am Felicia Cowden, council member.
Aloha, Bernard Carvalho, council member.
Yes,
Yep,
so
ready to go.
giving you an update on our Wednesday meeting for November 13th, and we brought on a couple of different new volunteers for our boards and commissions. One's for the Building Board of Appeals, another one for the Salary Commission. So if anybody's out there interested in helping government run,
We welcome you.
we welcome you to
Yes.
come in and join that.
Right.
So one of the first things that we had was about our Hawaii State Association of Counties. He is the president this year,
Yeah, president, I'm secretary.
and now you're secretary for next year.
President.
So that is where the different 4 counties, the council people, each send a couple of representatives and work together. And we talked about our legislative package as a group. And so, Bernard, you want to
Then we can just go through it again, like Felicia just said, council member Cowden. You know, statewide, we all meet once a month, all the counties, and this is all the different bills. First one, of course, is related to deferred retirement for police.
And what I'm excited about that one is that we have a crazy thing called salary inversion in all our departments. So it's hard to do promotion to leadership from within the county. And so this one, I think, is needed across many departments. So I'm glad this is going there. But this allows for people to do a deferment of retirement. So if they're in the 3rd position, they can make it be that if they go on to be the deputy or the chief of police,
Whatever,
whatever is above it, where they get paid less,
Right.
that they can get their salary, their retirement at that rate. It's kind of a crazy block that we have that really gets in the way of promotion from within. I would love to see it personally across other departments, but we'll see.
And again, just so you know, it's statewide what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're all working together on this one.
Yeah.
The next one was relating to housing and more preference, right?
Yes. So what that is helping us to be able to do what we do with rental housing. When we create taxpayer-funded housing with rentals, we can encourage people to be in their own communities. So you get a higher preference if you work or go to school.
Then you decide to go to school or to college or wherever.
Yeah. Also, if you move away,
you
come back. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So that's good.
Okay. Next one was relating to cesspools. We all talked about cesspools, right? How that whole process is going.
Yeah. So it's an attempt to make it have less hard and fast deadlines. So if people have non-problematic cesspools and they are out of the danger zone, they can get these 5-year deferrals.
Right.
If there's no evidence that they need to do it, and if they are in more of a shoreline area, that date isn't pushed out as much. But it gives us more flexibility.
Pretty much, yeah. The flexibility. That's the word, flexibility overall. And then sometimes, some people who already have cesspools that is working is okay. Some of them are.
Yeah, they are.
And so we're just kind of going through the whole process in this particular bill.
Yeah, and the next one that is related to the environment is another one dealing with de-nitrification. Yeah. So that is really trying to put the emphasis when it's near the shoreline or anywhere near the water to make sure that's mostly for the reef safety.
The reef safety, yeah, the shoreline.
So that's a reef protection element.
Then we have the next one on tobacco.
Tobacco, and then we talked about that, and it didn't seem like it did very much. But what I do like about how the state does have it is that trying to counties to have some home rule.
Right.
So we can make some choices on how we handle tobacco products.
Bottom line.
Mostly
Yes.
concern, I would say, is about childhood vaping.
Yes. That was a big.
Mhm.
And then next one is an related to contain stats, right?
Yes.
There
And
you go.
so it's kind of a little minor change, but still yet it's a good change. And that would be taking a percentage of the conveyance tax. What that means is if somebody sells their house for a lot more than they bought it for within a relatively narrow window of time, yet 10% of it would go towards helping our services to the homeless community.
Right. Overall.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one here is related to general excise tax. It's kind of ties right.
And it ties right in because we have this general excise tax of 0.5% to the counties, which is what's helped us to be able to repave the roads. And we've been doing pretty good.
I believe we've been doing really
We've
well.
been doing really well. And there's going to be more, but
More to come.
more to come. But this keeps it from ending in 2030. So that would give us 6 more years to fix the roads. But we're saying, hey, we probably need this for another 15 years beyond that. So it's saying, hey, can we have it till 2045?
Yeah.
And we'll see. And if they say no this year, it's good that we're asking early.
But the great thing, like you said, it's already happened. It's moving.
Well, it's moving.
And it's out there. It's just going to take lots more time and effort. But at least we have this in place. Right now.
Yeah. And it does do a little bit of support for our buses.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. Then we had a few housekeeping things. One, we look at what we have stored in old records that aren't important. We had an interesting one where we were lifting up a zoning overlay that never got really put in place for use. So these are in developed neighborhoods that have something called special treatment for public facilities, but these are already existing neighborhoods. Right. So one is in the house lots right next to the park, and the other one is in that's Wailua house lots. The other one is in Hanapepe Heights, and they're already built out with housing. So it's just going to make it a little simpler for those. And that was set up in 1972, and they used that particular zoning use that complicates things for people. Right. Didn't happen. Right. So we lifted it.
That one. Right?
Yeah, and it's actually a bill, so it'll go to public hearing, then it'll go to committee, then it'll go to...
What the process is.
The process has started, and I think it will be effortless.
Right.
This little piece with the drone software, I think it's an interesting piece. So here's a thing that's important. This allows the police department, this incident management team, to stream live drone footage in a multitude of devices. So the example that is really meaningful to me is if you have a violent crime or something going on, or where people really need to find a situation rapidly, this will allow a second drone to be up. So the example I gave is, armed robbery or something. Somebody's on the run. The drones can sit there and see where they're going and let the officers know. So we are more able to...
And then the second.
Yeah, and instead we're able to address it safely and effectively, safely for the officers, safely for the community, and hopefully even for the assailant, that we don't have like some sort of... Yeah, overall it's going to be better. And we had one with a new piece of funding to come through, be coming through the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, to reimburse overtime that might be incurred, because we're setting up a violent crime task force. And so that helps the police be more on top of violent crime. And I think pretty much the whole community.
I like that. I mean, the task force idea and thinking, giving the voice.
Yeah, how do we stop it? How do we make it work the most effectively? Like they just gave the example of with the drones. But so when the police officers are working overtime to figure that out, the FBI is going to pay for it. That's good.
Next one, Parks and Recreation, pickup trucks and more trucks, and of course the lining, athletic fields.
Yeah, so people are, you guys are really excited about it.
This will allow that to do it.
Colleagues that really play sports games quickly. This will make it be faster and stronger with the lines to paint them on the fence. Oh, fire code.
Very cool.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to encourage people to watch our committee meeting.
Watch it.
Because the fire code, every 4 years it gets updated. This is another update, but this one reflects the fires that we've been having. And so it's got input about the distance away from structures for plants. And so they're going to have an image, but it's kind of like, here's the building. You want to have your plants going like this. So for somebody like me, I've got a little food forest in my yard. So they say dead plants is different than living trees that are managed where the ground is wet. It's basically trying to get rid of along the edges of properties to have safety fire burn.
Exactly.
That your neighbor can't grow right up to the edge of your property.
And that's a big part right there.
That's a big part of it. And then I'm hoping we can have the water department come because there's elements about fire flow protection, which means fire hydrants and how close they have to be and how much water pressure. Yeah. So that'll be coming up. People get an opportunity to feedback.
Yep. And then, of course, the Open AI business agreement. Talked about that already.
Yes, and AI is artificial intelligence. Yep. And so, like, you know, if different departments are using ChatGPT, then what we did learn from our department is that we're really working with something more called Copilot, which is a much more professional. Yeah. But OpenAI is basically ChatGPT, so it's we can use it, but with help.
Then the Waimea 400 affordable housing project, let's go. It's just offering opportunities there, right?
Yes.
And then, of course.
And so them showing us, we really want to have the community should come.
Okay, that's the one. So you, community, get to this meeting. This is very important. Your voices will be heard.
Thursday at 5:30 to 7:30 in the Waimea. Yes, November 21st. That's a Thursday, 5:30 to 7:30 at the middle school in Waimea. Yep. And we want to hear what you have to say. And also, if you can't come to that, please go to, if you live in that area or you're affected by it, Waimea400housing.com. And you could answer a survey because we really want to do the right thing. Okay? And this was
go.
Our hazard mitigation pay. So the county of Kauai is behind the other counties, but this is the unions basically have asked for when people were working during COVID, during that time when people were most frightened by it, that they showed up. A lot of them were right on the front line.
Right on the front line, they showed up to work. They were there.
So
those are the things.
Yeah, so it's like 15% of the pay of the actual hours worked.
And right now it's the 6 million, but it could be less than that.
Yeah.
But at least it's set aside.
The 6 million, and this is the first of what will probably be about 4 or 5 little tranches of money of differing amounts. Yeah. And that was kind of it.
Yep.
And
And with executive session with us. Right?
I'm going to let her take a picture.
We're going to end with this one.
We're going to end with this one, and you can put it in. This is the imagery of what is at Waimea 400. So people will know again Thursday,
November 21st, 5:30 to 7:30.
Please come or fill out Waimea400housing.com. Yes, the survey.
And so,
aloha.
Thank you, council members Carvalho and Cowden, for taking the time out of your busy day to record that with me so we can keep you, the public, informed. If you like content like that, make sure you follow and subscribe to us because we do this every week. There's a council meeting, and it's important for Kauai to stay informed.
Ho'ike Kauai Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco. Ho'ike's board of directors include Chair Adam Reversi, Vice Chair Lexi Jones, Secretary Nathaniel Evslin, and Treasurer Jackie Kina. Additional directors include Leah Awohi, Lori Barrett, Rod Green, Teak Rubiano, and Taylor Young.